petals under the autumn moon. The unkept garden gate is covered in a thick, tangled vine, a silent graveyard of the flowers that once used to align. Every single blossom is withered, dry and gray on the vine, just a fragile little shelter representing a love that no longer is mine. And the subtle drifting ambient paths are rising like a silent wave, washing out the final traces of the beautiful dreams we couldn't save. The intricate acoustic guitar's finger-picked, so soft and low, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, steady show. Now there's only wild orchid blooms rotting in the cold, no longer sheltering the sweet perfume we once wanted to hold. We're just two dry petals floating down a frozen stream, drowning in the heavy winter quiet of an unfinished dream. Wild orchid blooms faded in the dark. The ancient glass greenhouse is fractured, its panels broken apart, a cold silent cavity reflecting the ruins of our beautiful art. I found a single wooden stake lost in the weeds below, a useless little boundary we let get buried under the snow. The weeping warm cello is sighing like a heavy ache in my chest, marking every cold second that we try to lay our love to rest. Washing out the final traces of the beautiful dreams we couldn't save. The intricate acoustic guitar's finger-picked, so soft and low, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, steady show. Now there's only wild orchid blooms rotting in the cold, sweet perfume we once wanted to hold. We're just two dry petals floating down a frozen stream, drowning in the heavy winter quiet of an unfinished dream. Wild orchid blooms faded in the dark. Let the cold soil rest under the winter sleet. There's no more seasons left for either of us to complete, just the cello's last sigh. Wild orchid blooms, let it freeze. Have you ever noticed how the flicker and shadow on the bare wall looks like your silhouette tonight, dancing so slowly under the cold, fading streetlight? But it's just the barren branches of the old oak tree moving outside in the wind, a cruel little trick of the dark, showing me the place where our story had to end. I reach out my hand to touch the dark shape, but there's nothing but the cold plaster there, just a fleeting illusion representing the warmth we no longer can share. And the sprawling atmosphere of hints are rising like a heavy ocean tide, washing out the final traces of the dreams we used to keep inside. The delicate sparkling piano notes are falling down like heavy winter rain, a soft cinematic melody to ease the heavy, slow burning pain. Now I'm just kept in shadows, waiting for the morning to arrive, looking at the empty wall, trying to find a reason to survive. We're just two dark shapes projected on a blanket silent sheet, drowning in the quiet distance of what we couldn't complete, kept in shadows, faded in the dark. The light has shifted and the silhouette is slowly dissolved into the gray, leaving me with a hollow frame and nothing left to say. I found an old brass candlestick lost inside the heavy closet floor, a delicate reminder of the flame we won't be lighting anymore. The deep warm sub bass is pulsing like a heavy silent ache in my chest, marking every cold second that we tried to lay our love to rest. Atmospherics are rising like a heavy ocean tide, washing out the final traces of the dreams we used to keep inside. The delicate sparkling piano notes are falling down like heavy winter rain, a soft cinematic melody to ease the heavy, slow burning pain. Now I'm just kept in shadows, waiting for the morning to arrive, looking at the empty wall, trying to find a reason to survive. We're just two dark shapes projected on a blanket silent sheet, drowning in the quiet distance of what we couldn't complete, kept in shadows, faded in the dark. Let the dark walls rest under the winter sleep. There's no more shapes left for either of us to complete, just the gentle reverberated kick drum, just the piano's last sigh, kept in shadows, let the light die. Before the first autumn rain had a chance to wash the dust away, we left our cooking pots cold, gradually turn into a dull gray. I find a little handwritten recipe sitting on the wooden board, an ink-stained card of the sweet desserts we used to record. The butter stains are hard, the writing is starting to slowly fade. Just a fragile little formula representing the home we once made. And the gentle sweeping scent pads are drifting through the midnight air, washing out the final traces of the times when we were standing there. The filter rose piano chords are dripping down so soft and slow, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, tragic late night show. Now there's only an ink-stained card resting in the dark, no longer blending the sweet sugar to find our faded spark. We're just two empty cups that couldn't find the recipe to keep, drowning in the heavy winter quiet that is turning us so deep. Ink-stained card, faded in the dark. The copper kettle is rusty, sitting silent on the cold iron grate. An empty echoing hollow, showing the bitter shadow of our fate. I found a single dry clove lost inside the dark cabinet below, a useless little piece of the warmth we let get buried under the snow. The warm sliding 808 bass pulsing like a heavy silent ache in my chest, marking every cold second that we tried to lay our love to rest. The gentle sweeping scent pads are drifting through the midnight air, washing out the final traces of the times when we were standing there. The filter rose piano chords are dripping down so soft and slow, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, tragic late night show. Now there's only an ink-stained card resting in the dark, no longer blending the sweet sugar to find our faded spark. We're just two empty cups that couldn't find the recipe to keep, drowning in the heavy winter quiet that is turning us so deep. Ink-stained card, faded in the dark. Let the old kitchen rest under the winter sleet. There's no more formulas left for either of us to complete. Just the soft pillowy kick drum, just the piano's last sigh. Ink-stained card, let the fire die. Through the silent, dusty aisles of the abandoned library tonight, I search for the lost books under the dim, flickering window light. An old leather-bound volume is open, flat upon the oak table shelf, a quiet cemetery of the stories we wrote before we lost our shadow self. The margins are worn, showing pages turning yellow at the edge. Just a fragile little record representing long abandoned pledge. And the intricate acoustic guitar is finger-picked, so soft and low, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, steady show. As the weeping warm cello sighs like a gentle winter wind, whispering of all the places where our story had to end. Now there's only pages turning yellow, left in the quiet dark, no longer holding the warm words to find our faded spark. We're just two blank leaves in an empty, unread chapter space, drowning in the quiet shadows of a long abandoned place. Pages turning yellow, faded in the dark. The spine is cracked, its heavy glue unspooling in the damp winter draft. An empty, silent margin replacing the summer days when we stood and laughed. I found a dry lavender stem lost inside the heavy paper fold, a delicate reminder of the sweet botanical secrets that we used to hold. The gentle organic percussion is marking every cold second that we spend apart, lulling the quiet remnants of our beautiful unplayed art. Acoustic guitar is finger-picked, so soft and low, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, steady show. As the weeping warm cello sighs like a gentle winter wind, whispering of all the places where our story had to end. Now there's only pages turning yellow, left in the quiet dark, no longer holding the warm words to find our faded spark. We're just two blank leaves in an empty, unread chapter space, drowning in the quiet shadows of a long abandoned place. Pages turning yellow, faded in the dark. Let the old leather bound rest under the winter sleet. There's no more chapters left for either of us to ever complete. Just the cello's last sigh, pages turning yellow. Let the book close. say the warm music finally died in our quiet living room. I've been staring at the instrument, gathering dust in the midnight gloom. The strings are missing, stripped away by the bitterness we couldn't hide, leaving only a hollow wooden shell where the sweet chords used to reside. My hands trace the cold curves of the dark, silent mahogany frame, just a fragile little acoustic cage that no longer remembers your name. And the gentle sweeping synth pads are drifting through the midnight air, washing out the final traces of the times when we were standing there. The filter roads, piano chords are dripping down so soft and slow, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, tragic late night show. Now there's only a hollow wooden shell resting in the cold, no longer holding the warm vibration we once wanted to hold. We're just two silent chambers where the music forgot how to grow, drowning in the heavy winter quiet that is turning us so low. Hollow wooden shell, faded in the dark. The silver pegs are loose, no longer holding any tension at all. An empty echoing box of shadows hanging crooked on the wall. I found a single plastic plectrum lost inside the dark floorboards below, a useless little piece of a summer we let get buried under the snow. The warm sliding 808 bass is pulsing like a heavy silent ache in my chest, marking every cold second that we tried to lay our love to rest. And the gentle sweeping synth pads are drifting through the midnight air, washing out the final traces of the times when we were standing there. The filter roads, piano chords are dripping down so soft and slow, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, tragic late night show. Now there's only a hollow wooden shell resting in the cold, no longer holding the warm vibration we once wanted to hold. We're just two silent chambers where the music forgot how to grow, drowning in the heavy winter quiet that is turning us so low. Hollow wooden shell, faded in the dark. Let the cold mahogany rest under the winter sleet. There's no more melodies left for either of us to seek, just the soft pillowy kick drum, just the piano's last sigh. Hollow wooden shell, let the echo stop. Beyond the farthest reach of the flickering street lamps tonight, I watch the cold fog rolling over the highway out of sight. The yellow glow is fading, dying slowly on the empty black street. A quiet cemetery of the summer journeys we could never complete. The iron pole is rusted, covered in a heavy blanket of gray frost, leaving only heavy asphalt shadows representing all the warmth we lost. And the sprawling atmospheric scents are rising like a silent velvet tide, washing out the final traces of the dreams we used to keep inside. The delicate sparkling piano notes are falling like the cold stage rain, a soft cinematic melody to ease the heavy, slow burning pain. Now there's only heavy asphalt shadows resting in the cold, no longer illuminating the warm past we once wanted to hold. We're just two silent drifters locked inside an unlit highway line, drowning in the quiet darkness of a love that no longer can align. Heavy asphalt shadows faded in the dark. The copper wires are snapped, sparking slowly in the damp winter breeze. An empty silent hook echoing the low groaning of the barren trees. I found a single plastic key tag lost inside the heavy gravel below, a useless little piece of a summer we let get buried under the snow. The deep warm sub-bass is pulsing like a heavy silent ache in my chest, marking every cold second that we try to lay our love to rest. Washing out the final traces of the dreams we used to keep inside. The delicate sparkling piano notes are falling like the cold stage rain, a soft cinematic melody to ease the heavy, slow burning pain. Now there's only heavy asphalt shadows resting in the cold, no longer illuminating the warm paths we once wanted to hold. We're just two silent drifters locked inside an unlit highway line, drowning in the quiet darkness of a love that no longer can align. Heavy asphalt shadows faded in the dark. Let the dark pavement rest under the winter sleet. There's no more journeys left for either of us to complete. Just the gentle, reverberated kick drum, just the piano's last sigh. Heavy asphalt shadows, let the light die. Mm. Mm. Underneath the thick velvet cover of the unplayed piano tonight, the wood is cold and silent under the flickering room light. No more sweet melodies to make the heavy room feel so warm. Just a hollow cabinet waiting for the end of the winter storm. The keys are stiff and dry, yellowed ivory keys in a row. Just a fragile little sound box representing the love we let go. And the gentle sweeping scent paths are drifting through the midnight air, washing out the final traces of the times when we were standing there. The filter rose piano chords are dripping down so soft and slow, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, tragic late night show. Now there's only yellowed ivory keys resting in the dark, no longer making the sweet chords to find our faded spark. We're just two silent petals that couldn't find the rhythm we wanted to keep, drowning in the heavy winter quiet that is turning us so deep. Yellowed ivory keys faded in the dark. The copper strings are rusty, snapping slowly under the pressure of the damp. An empty music sheet is lying flat against the brass lamp. I found a single wooden peg lost inside the dark floorboards below. I used this little piece of the music we let get buried under the snow. The warm sliding 808 bass is pulsing like a heavy silent ache in my chest, marking every cold second that we try to lay our love to rest. Gentle sweeping scent paths are drifting through the midnight air, washing out the final traces of the times when we were standing there. The filter rose piano chords are dripping down so soft and slow, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, tragic late night show. Now there's only yellowed ivory keys resting in the dark, no longer making the sweet chords to find our faded spark. We're just two silent petals that couldn't find the rhythm we wanted to keep, drowning in the heavy winter quiet that is turning us so deep. Yellowed ivory keys faded in the dark. Let the cold mahogany rest under the winter's sleep. There's no more songs left for either of us to complete, just the soft pillowy kick drum, just the piano's last sigh. Yellowed ivory keys, let the music stop. ever wander past the rusted iron gate of the old orchard tonight, you'll see the unpicked apples frozen solid under the pale moonlight. The barren branches are groaning, heavy with the weight of the winter sleet, a quiet cemetery of the sweet summer harvest we could never complete. The wood is splintered, covered in a thick blanket of gray frost, just a rugged little forest representing all the beautiful warmth we lost. And the intricate acoustic guitars, finger-picked so soft and low, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, steady show. As the weeping warm cello sighs like a gentle winter wind, whispering of all the places where our story had to end. Now there's only the rusted iron gate holding back the cold, no longer welcoming the warm laughter we once wanted to hold. We're just two frozen branches where the sweet fruit forgot how to grow, drowning in the heavy winter quiet that is turning us so low. Rusted iron gate, faded in the dark, faded in the dark. An old wicker basket lies crushed in the weeds on the gravel trail, a useless piece of wood marking a path that was destined to fail. The pine trees are sighing, leaning heavy in the mountain draft, brushing past the empty spaces where we once stood and laughed. The gentle organic percussion is marking every cold second that we spend apart, lulling the quiet remnants of our beautiful unplayed art. Intricate acoustic guitars, finger-picked so soft and low, adding a melancholic rhythm to this quiet, steady show. As the weeping warm cello sighs like a gentle winter wind, whispering of all the places where our story had to end. Now there's only the rusted iron gate holding back the cold, no longer welcoming the warm laughter we once wanted to hold. We're just two frozen branches where the sweet fruit forgot how to grow, drowning in the heavy winter quiet that is turning us so low. Rusted iron gate, faded in the dark, faded in the dark. Let the gray wood rest under the winter sleet. There's no more seasons left for either of us to complete, just the cello's last sigh. Rusted iron gate, let it freeze. As the heavy sea fog rolls over the rocky coastline tonight, I search for the distant coordinates under the pale lighthouse light. My brass telescope is covered in a thick layer of white sea salt, a quiet cemetery of the beautiful horizons we lost through our fault. The glass is completely blurred, a salt-crusted lens in my hand, just a fragile little viewfinder representing the place we never planned. And the sprawling atmospherics are rising like a silent velvet tide, washing out the final traces of the dreams we used to keep inside. The delicate sparkling piano notes are falling down like heavy winter rain, a soft cinematic melody to ease the heavy, slow burning pain. Now there's only a salt-crusted lens resting in the dark, no longer focusing on the stars to find our faded spark. We're just two blind observers staring out at an empty shore, drowning in the quiet shadows of what we don't see anymore. Salt-crusted lens, faded in the dark. The ancient tripod is rusted, frozen stiff in the damp ocean air, an empty echoing frame replacing the warmth we used to share. I found a wet compass drawing lost inside the heavy leather case, a delicate reminder of the paths we could never quite replace. The deep warm sub-bass is pulsing like a heavy silent ache in my chest, marking every cold second that we try to lay our love to rest. Atmospherics are rising like a silent velvet tide, washing out the final traces of the dreams we used to keep inside. The delicate sparkling piano notes are falling down like heavy winter rain, a soft cinematic melody to ease the heavy, slow burning pain. Now there's only a salt-crusted lens resting in the dark, no longer focusing on the stars to find our faded spark. We're just two blind observers staring out at an empty shore, drowning in the quiet shadows of what we don't see anymore. Salt-crusted lens, faded in the dark. Let the old brass rest under the winter sleet. There's no more views left for either of us to complete, just the gentle reverberated kick drum, just the piano's last sigh. Salt-crusted lens, let it rest. unfolding the delicate white paper of an old origami swan tonight, smoothing out the fragile creases under the cold, fading room light. We spent all summer folding our wishes into these tiny silver wings, believing we could fly away from the heavy weight that winter brings. But the paper is torn, a tangled design that can't be saved, just a silent little cemetery of the paths we once bravely paved. And the sprawling atmosphere accents are rising like a silent velvet tide, washing out the final traces of the dreams we used to keep inside. The delicate sparkling piano notes are falling like the cold stage rain, a soft cinematic melody to ease the heavy, slow burning pain. Now there's only a pair of knotted paper wings left in the cold, no longer sheltering the warm wishes we once wanted to hold. We're just two flat sheets that couldn't find the shape we wanted to keep, drowning in the quiet shadows where the winter frost falls so deep. Knotted paper wings faded in the dark. The silver ribbon is frayed, tangled slowly inside the heavy wooden drawer where we used to keep our tiny crafts, but we don't open it anymore. A cold winter draft is sweeping through the silence of the room, brushing past the empty mantle with a sudden heavy gloom. The deep warmth of bass is pulsing like a heavy silent ache in my chest, marking every cold second that we try to lay our love to rest. To ease the heavy, slow burning pain. Now there's only a pair of knotted paper wings left in the cold, no longer sheltering the warm wishes we once wanted to hold. We're just two flat sheets that couldn't find the shape we wanted to keep, drowning in the quiet shadows where the winter frost falls so deep. Knotted paper wings faded in the dark. Let the flat paper rest under the winter sleet. There's no more flights left for either of us to ever complete, just the gentle reverberated kick drum, just the piano's last sigh. Knotted paper wings, let the wind blow.